It's the time to get down.
They actually blew a whistle while I was in play, and the ball he could have caught, and they could have ignored the foul and said, "Hey, you know, he could." It dropped right in front of him. It's as if he gave up when the whistle had blown, but the play was so active, and you know, you play through the call to have the option. And I was blown away because a lot of, I guess you can say, an analyst looked at it as he could have just caught the ball, had a touchdown. They would have just said, "Okay, you know, decline the penalty and scored," and they didn't. That gave them the indication that he gave up.
I think it shows you how smart Bill Belichick is, that he wanted to make sure the trade value for Randy Moss was up there.
Yeah, he
that
did.
he never said anything, right?
Right.
Okay, so that shows you he's a little crafty.
Well,
he's
look,
a crafty little devil.
Well, yeah, I mean, here's the part that I go. I said, at some point or another, you know, Randy's going to be Randy. I said, now notice this. He has taken the plot away as it relates to who I thought was going to be the ones that have a lot of headlines this week, T.O. and Ocho Cinco. They're catching balls. T.O.'s catching passes in Cincinnati, and I think they're still losing. Okay, so here's the thing where you sit there and say, if you focus too much on the players, you can use them as the excuse, but it's really the organization as a whole. Minnesota is not the Minnesota from last year. They were the terror of the front four, rushing the quarterback,
they don't have,
and they don't have it.
They're
not doing it.
No.
So you can look at Randy all day long. I said, that's not the same defense that was there last year.
Neither line, okay?
Right.
Neither one of their lines are really performing up to par.
Right.
You know what else?
What is that?
That's almost like the New Orleans Saints offensive line. So this is what's happening. I don't know what it is, Vic. I don't know what it is. But really you see it. Jared Allen, where's the pressure?
Yeah, he said it. He quoted it. He said,
It's
they
not
pay
the
me.
pressure.
He said they pay me to get sacks, and I'm not getting any sacks. I said, the part of it is I like where teams scheme for you. They say, okay, this is what you did last year. I'm still impressed, not only I'm just going to another game, the New Orleans game. The reason why is because everybody picked Pittsburgh. And I think what they did is they looked at New Orleans losing against Cleveland. And I think New Orleans said, Cleveland, we're not worried about, took them for granted, lost. Pittsburgh comes in and says, oh, yeah, we got them. Their pants are down. New Orleans just turned it on. And I said, the defense, when you looked at the defense, I said, they just went like they turned the switch on.
But you know what? That's the kind of game could go any way. That game almost has no bearing on the future to me.
True.
Because what you really saw was two teams that could potentially meet again.
That's right.
And Pittsburgh, man, I'm so impressed with their discipline and that defense, man. I'm just so impressed with the intensity and just the way they go about stuff. I'm just impressed, you know. Even the run, I just like the job he's done as a coach. Really solid.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing. So it's hard to say anything bad. And even though I would have taken any winner, but and even New Orleans though,
right,
with their acknowledged weaknesses this year too. Still, Vic, you know, it's just that it takes a different mix to win the championship. It's not going to be like last year where you had the teams going undefeated most of the season.
True.
It's not going to be like that.
No.
This is a little more. Who knows? Because the New England Patriots are quietly assuming a position that's very solid. I told people, watch. I said, this is a coach who gets better through the season.
True.
Because he really knows how to work his people. So
yeah, I agree. I think you hit the nail on the head. There's no dominating team that's taking you throughout the year. It's not going to happen this year, and it really is a testament to injuries, trades, scheming. Teams get better the following year, and then you have to bring in new talent. So I'm still going to say, still the shocking story is still the Dallas Cowboys, because you on paper, no matter what people say, it says hands down.
That is the most shocking.
Name a team from
that's the
front
most shocking story
to back that at this point they only have a better record than Buffalo, who's 0.
That should be shocking, but no one cares.
I know.
Again, but that's the problem. It should be shocking. But Vic, I got one other one. I know I hate to just
go ahead.
They put you Donovan McNabb.
I looked at that one. I did. I looked at it
because you had a lot of choices.
I know.
What do you think about that? I think that Shanahan's son made that call, and that Shanahan was defending his son.
I believe.
I think it was a bad call on the part of his son.
Right.
How do you put in I was actually wondering where Grossman was.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking, where is he?
You was looking for him, right?
Now I find out he's been a backup at the Redskins.
Yes. so you found out, right?
Oh, come on. And I liked him as a person.
Well, first of all,
got a lot of heart.
Look at that.
Guys.
Look at what the predictions were for Washington. First of all, at the beginning of the year, based on their talent at hand and everything, they said this is not a good team. Okay, forget McNabb. They're not a good team. So even
they're
when
not a bad team.
They weren't even predicted to come.
Right, but
they didn't have.
well, yeah, but they better than Dallas Cowboys.
Well, they're performing right now. They are, and they're performing to what they expected. They expected them to give up those points totals. They said they do not have a defense. That they got one player who they're surrounding the defense from because the previous year they weren't that great. So here it is. Here's this team, and you're getting Donovan McNabb to score. I said, so who's going to play defense? Detroit. They lost against Detroit, right? Detroit.
Well, Detroit's what? That's 2, right? 3, 2 or 3. That's 2 they won.
Right. I mean,
who else did they beat? Detroit beat somebody else.
St. Louis, I think. I'm not going to go by that. I know they played.
I can't remember.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, I'm not expecting.
Should he have benched? And Donovan wasn't really having a bad game.
No.
They just said he didn't know the 2-minute offense.
There you go. And you agree. I agree. And
everybody I know goes, really?
Yeah, that's not it.
That would be pretty poor. How could you not know the?
Yeah, you know what? I sit there and say maybe Donovan continue with some plays.
I think he's covered for his son.
You think so?
Because I think his son, for whatever reason. But you got to wonder why the offensive coordinator has this relationship with his quarterback.
Yeah, I agree.
Either way, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look like a good thing.
Right. Well, we're going to celebrate something here. But you know what? I said all along that you have to now stop because we're in a new decade. The Raiders have won 2 games in a row. Okay.
Oh, hell freezes over. My goodness.
Wait a minute. So,
Elvis is alive.
They beat down the Seahawks. Not that that's the best team to, we don't know where the Seahawks are coming. This week, next week, they go up, down, whatever. But right now, you guys, you have to stop and look at this because the Raiders have reached the 500 mark in the late season for the first time since 2002.
That's right.
We had a different president.
Let's go Raiders.
Now, the
Raider Nation.
That's right. And it's so popular that the Vaderettes are dancing, and what you see there is that sound effect fits the Vaderette on the left. Okay, so much. That's cold. So wait a minute.
That's them trying to zip up. That's the one in the middle. Trying to zip up.
Okay. So wait. Okay. Do you feel optimistic now about the Raiders? Do you feel that?
Hell no. I'm not a Raider fan. I'm not even a fan of Raider fans.
You're not a fan of Raider fans.
They have the worst fans in the world.
Okay, you know something? Is this just a moment?
It's between Chitlin, Pork Chop, and ex-cons.
Okay, all right. But here's the thing.
People out there going, which one am I, Chitlin or Pork Chop?
Well,
you're a Pork Chop, you idiot.
Wait, so is this a product of the Raiders winning games that they didn't expect, or that we have a down league? Competitive.
Down league.
Oh.
And the Raiders, come on.
Okay.
Come on. Why don't they move to Buffalo?
Okay, you know what?
Buffalo could have 2 teams.
Let me tell you something that's interesting in a comparison. Do you think Buffalo is far worse in performing than Dallas Cowboys? And the reason why? Okay, because...
No, actually, no. They've lost some close games.
You got it. Nail on the head, whereas the Cowboys have been spanked double time.
They have.
So now here's...
It was like a Tila Tequila move.
Okay, now here's the thing. Here's 2 things that they have you have to look at the comparisons. What's the difference between the Raiders and the Cowboys in the last 10 years?
Cheerleaders. Cheerleaders, I'm telling you.
Wait. Okay, so here it is.
I'm telling you.
They both, Raiders went in the last 10 years have been to the Super Bowl.
Stadiums.
Better stadiums?
Yeah, better stadiums.
Okay.
They definitely have better stadiums.
Okay.
That could be related to better ownership.
Right. Got you. Okay.
One is 1 foot in the grave.
And one is in the grave. One is in the grave. All right.
You know, I think Jerry, to me, has shown wonderful patience and support. I have to admit.
All right.
To me.
Okay. I agree. Because he apologized for the team. Now, when does it...
And still standing behind his coach.
Wait, not Mario.
But he's a former ball player, so he talks like a ball player.
Well, I know, but at what point if you're the owner and you have to stand in front and say, I'm embarrassed.
Last season.
And I have to apologize.
Last season.
So how many times should he do it?
I said, look, I would have got rid of him last season. At the end of last season.
So you're saying it's a Wade thing?
Yeah.
What about his offensive coordinator?
Well, that's the head coach.
He has to go too.
To me personally,
Right.
I'm not one to micromanage a team.
All
Now,
right.
some owners, whatever, directors, feel confident in telling a coach to get rid of their coordinator.
Right.
But to me, that's part of your skill set. You're supposed to be picking who your people are.
True.
And I don't want to micromanage that for you. But sometimes I can see how it could happen if I personally selected you and know certain qualities about you. I may lean on you to get this offensive coordinator.
Right.
That may have been a deal for your job.
Right.
I'll hire you, Bob, but you got to hire Phil.
Right.
Oh, man, I hate Phil. Hire that asshole. You can have the job. Okay. Send him some shrimp.
You know what?
I'm sure it goes like that sometimes. They make you hire. They go, hire him. I hate him. Just because he slept with your wife. Everybody slept with her.
Okay. Well, you got a good point because I believe we're going to the same point. If you look at the Super Bowl champions for the last 4, 5, 6 years, there's some intangible thing that each of the coaches have that they bring. And I just think certain coaches bring what they usually bring all the time. A North Turner struggling in San Diego, not getting the team back up to where it was in 2007. You have Belichick. Belichick says, I get the most out of the least of my players. And then you have Wade, who has, I have the ultimate cast on my team. And I will not do the rah-rah because I'm laid back. Can a laid back coach who's losing turn his personification around to affect his players?
I don't know that he needs to. I mean, I think you go with what works for you. You have a number of coaches. The whole laid back thing is a big discussion.
Right.
But you have so many Tony Dungy.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you got so many laid back coaches that don't do all that.
Right.
Remember, how about in basketball, Wooden?
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, there's so many. So I don't know. There's a degree where it's not effective. It's effective.
Right.
I don't know. So I just don't know. I
Well,
just think he has to do something.
Yeah, I look at Belichick and how he schemes. And you see the scheming that he does with his players.
Yeah, right.
You don't see the scheming with Wade. It seems like you guys are talented. Get out there, run, or throw the ball.
Well, to me, that's where I go. Some teams work more with the assistants, have more autonomy.
Yeah.
Or a different skill set. You get the impression that Belichick is intimately involved in micromanaging aspects of his team. Maybe not.
Right.
But you get the impression that he is.
Right.
Into knowing he ain't just letting the special team coach run around and do whatever he wants with the special teams.
I agree.
So that's where you see different things, I think, from different coaches. And you wonder.
Right.
Where some people are delegators, remember, that's their style.
True.
Their style of coaching is that they're strong here.
Right.
And they get the strong people. Shanahan is not calling the offensive plays.
I know.
Okay,
I know.
which is what his son calls
them. Right. No, you're right. Okay, well, a couple of quick announcements because we won't have time to spend on it. We have to go out and announce on the NASCAR circuit, the Chase. There's 3 players in the game, and if like I said in the beginning of the show, I wish we knew more about how they do the Chase system as it relates to NASCAR, and that they have 3 players: Denny Hamlin. They also have Harvick and Jimmy Johnson. And the reason why I'm saying that is that they're 19 points or 30 points within each other in the chase. The problem is that the chase is going to go a couple of more races, and they score points for a number of reasons: leading laps, how many laps, the whole thing. So the part that I want to acknowledge is we want to give out that close competition works. My suggestion to you guys is figure out a way for the public to follow the chase so we can score along with you. But one of the greatest examples I saw, Mario, that I've experienced the first time, and I do